Tomorrow, Vice President Vance, his wife, along with National Security Advisor Michael Waltz, will visit Greenland, and the left will scream foul. Donald Trump says he wants it. Denmark controls Greenland, says he cannot have it. And for the left, Trump can't have Greenland because it's a power grab. Anything Trump wants, they're going to be against. Never mind that Greenland could actually save the planet from global warming. This is from the far-left magazine, the Grist magazine. Beneath Greenland's ice lies a climate solution, a new geopolitical battleground China now has a stranglehold on. The market for rare earth elements responsible for 70% of production globally. One way to meet that demand and for the world to diversify control over the rare earths is to mine Greenland. You mine Greenland, you get the rare earth metals, you can make all of the things that make a green planet possible, and you don't have to rely on China. Lauren Wright, NewsNation political contributor, Princeton University political scientist, is with us now. Lauren, good to see you as always. Will the issue of fighting Trump, pun intended, trump the left's fight against the existential crisis of climate change?
Yes, and I think there is an apathy on the left about which country delivers us from the climate change threat. I mean, I think they wouldn't want Trump to get credit for that. And so they definitely don't see the America First angle of this, if there is one.
Okay, that said, when explained to the American people, hey, maybe we don't want to invade Greenland, but we'd like the stuff there.
Yes.
How does that play, not necessarily with the American First types, because they'll do anything Trump says,
yes,
but with the middle of America?
Well, they don't really care about this issue. And frankly, how Americans feel about it is not nearly as important as how people in Greenland feel about it. They need to want sovereignty from Denmark, which they absolutely do. 80% of them do. And then it's truly 50-50 on whether they like this idea of becoming American citizens or having some kind of compact of free association with us, and those that are offended by Trump's rhetoric. And so it's a really diplomatic exercise that Trump needs to do to get what he wants, and I don't know if he can.
Okay, so JD Vance heads to Greenland tomorrow. He and his wife, or his wife was originally going to go dog sledding. I think because you point out there's some people in Greenland who don't really like the U.S.'s idea very much. She's not going dog sledding anymore. Instead, they're going to visit a U.S. military base. Here is the vice president.
You know, there was so much excitement around Usha's visit to Greenland this Friday that I decided that I didn't want her to have all that fun by herself, and so I'm going to join her. Unfortunately, leaders in both America and in Denmark, I think, ignored Greenland for far too long. That's been bad for Greenland. It's also been bad for the security of the entire world. We think we can take things in a different direction, so I'm going to go check it out.
Subtle change of tone, right? From we're going to invade to, hey, we're going to come tell you what we can do for you.
Well, Trump, to be fair, is still saying we're going to get it one way or another. He hasn't changed his rhetoric at all, but Vance is a little bit softer around the edges, and that's probably the smarter move here. I mean, we tried this in 1946, post-World War II, when America was the most popular ever, and it didn't work. So, I have limited confidence, but the question of whether it would be good for us, I think, is not even a question. Of course, militarily, economically, strategically, it would be great. I just don't know if it would get done. All
right, well, there you go. JD Vance with his coat on, his parka tomorrow in Greenland. Lauren, thank you very much, as always. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.